Alright, we are here for week four's match, Anti-Shadowbow Defense Force versus the C9 University. We see as Fanternal is subbing in again for Shadowbow. This guy cannot make it to our games. This is why our team is named after hating this man. Alright, Snake Sandwich punching Fanternal. We see as we go to a comfort comp for ASDF, the Ramatra Zarya with Fanternal on Brig and Snake Sandwich on Juno, Wyvernicane on the Venture, and Fantasy on the May. For the side of C9 University, we have Explosives on the Lucio, Timeless on the Sojourn, Sweetheart on the Juno. We see Fanternal goes down, shortly followed by Fantasy. That is 2 down for the side of ASDF. This is not looking too hot for them. And the ASDF are going to be taking down. They are stabilizing on point just a little bit, but Snake Sandwich did go down, and Fanternal is not back yet. Bossman goes down first. Blue going down shortly after, and the stage is probably going to be flipped here if Wyvernicane cannot make it. Alright. As I was saying, Alpha 9 is on the Ramatra with J Smooth on the Hog, Plukun on the Ana. Blue has swapped over to the Mauga. This is not a particularly good choice given that there is an Ana on the side of C9 University. He is most likely going to get antied every single time he engages. He avoids getting hooked by J Smooth, running in, slamming in, and looking to stay alive, but getting antied as soon as he uses Cardiac. That is Alpha 9 using the Ramatra Annihilation and taking down quite a few here. Unfortunately, not able to pick up more kills, but Wyvernicane is able to go down. This is a complete team fight win for the side of C9 University. They might be the team to take points off of ASDF. Alright, Blue has slammed on point completely alone yet again. This guy is just a fraud. He gets Plukun really low, Plukun burning to death, and we see as Wyvernicane touches the point looking to contest it here for ASDF. Fanternal going to touch point, Snake Sandwich dead unfortunately. There's a big freeze on point from Fantasy looking to take down J Smooth, putting up a wall just to try and live. Blue almost back with Snake Sandwich. There is Fanternal going down unfortunately, but the ult from Bossman was able to clean up. Bossman and Fantasy with Fanternal's help able to flip point back in the favor of ASDF. Alright, Fanternal has swapped over to the Kiriko, hopefully to help Blue avoid being antied all the time. With J Smooth on the Roadhog looking to get some picks. We see Wyvernicane use the ult and unfortunately does not get the third shot off. I know that they wanted to. Alright, that is Snake Sandwich going down Timeless. Timeless using the overclock to hurt the enemies here. Wyvernicane going to high ground, Fantasy on low ground, getting killed by them, and this is Blue just jumping on point, looking to contest a little bit, but dying almost immediately. Wyvernicane now dead as well. This is Orbit from Snake Sandwich, but unfortunately neither of the supports touch, and the flashpoint is over. This is ASDF not getting the first point, C9 University taking it for themselves. Alright, it looks like the teams will be reaching the point at the same time. Bossman avoiding getting hooked. Blue still on the Mauga. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. Blue unfortunately going down. Fanternal looking to heal some players here. Alright, we see Alpha 9 using another really good Ramatra Annihilation. And that is Excavation coming out from Wyvernicane. And that is all she wrote. Blue has swapped over to the Hazard, a pick he has recently gotten comfortable with. And we see Snake Sandwich swap over to the Lucio to give a little bit more of a cohesive backline for ASDF instead of the double flux support. Alright, we see Blue has Blue taking the high ground away from Alpha 9, looking to duel him on it. Blue is playing against Alpha 9. He has the pocket from Fanternal. Fanternal getting really low. Blue having to go and to get help from Wyvernicane. Wyvernicane helping take down Alpha 9. Wyvernicane jumping forward, unfortunately getting picked off. Blue looking to kill Hog here, but Hog gets a lot of peel. Timeless going crazy. That is a good ult from Bossman. Blue able to just hold Spike Guard into it because no one can block his Spike Guard. And that is the point saved for ASDF. They have been able to flip it and get some good percentage off here. We see Fantasy coming back from spawn, the only person to completely die here. Wyvernicane on the side here looking to get a pick off on C9 University. He goes onto the Ana, unfortunately not getting it. However, they are able to pick off Sunny there. Blue very low, looking to survive. There is a little bit of a flank. Wyvernicane taking down explosives. Wyvernicane unfortunately dying to Timeless. Bossman going to try and clean up where Wyvernicane unfortunately died, but it's just not possible. Bossman getting hooked unfortunately, but saved by Fantasy's wall. Alright, Fantasy having to use ult again. Blue using Downpour. Yet again, getting another good ult where he is allowed to hold right click. That is Platoon going down shortly after. Blue chasing down explosives. Blue getting the kill on explosives. That is a 3K for the not so washed up tank player. It is currently 1-1, and ASDF has made it 2-point first. Alright, we see as Hog comes out. That is Anti coming out. And Beat is used in response to the Anti-Nade, taking down the tanks to really low. This is Wyvernicane looking to get a lot of damage done on the backline. Unfortunately not. Those are 2 ults. Those are almost 4 ults used for ASDF, and they were able to stabilize luckily, but it was extremely close here. Wyvernicane antied, unfortunately going down to Sunny. Alright, Blue has taking damage, hitting Platoon here. Fantasy unfortunately going down. Fanternal using the Kitsune Rush to try and stabilize on point. Blue taking down J Smooth, using the Downpour again, taking down explosives, looking to send Timeless off the map. And we see as Bossman is looking to clean up here with the rest of the team. That is a wasted orbital ray from the side of C9 University, and ASDF have taken the second point. It is 2-1 match point for ASDF. If they are able to do this, it will be over sooner than it started. This was a good composition swap from ASDF. They have been able to make it work. C9 not really making a adjustment here, except for Alpha 9 going Zarya. Alright, we see a big set of ults come out. It is yet again another grab into I think that is Tectonic I forget the name of the ability for Venture. Venture ult, whatever it is called. Alright, we see Blue jump in with the Spike Guard, looking to do a ton of damage here. Blue downpouring a lot of the enemies. Snake able to save his life with the beat. Blue Fantasy running in with the Mei ult, killing Alpha 9 here. Blue is down, but Snake Sandwich is able to keep going here. One is killed, another is killed. It is 99-0. Snake taking down yet another with the help of Bossman, and that is a wall going up. Gyrodog jumping over. That's not Gyrodog. That is J Smooth. I am forgetting what game I am watching, and 3-1. ASDF have taken the first point, or the first map. That is the wrong number. There we go. For our second game, C9 University has taken us to Rialto. I think this is Rialto. And we are seeing the sticking of the Curie Lucio comp, which has been strong for ASDF. Hazard, still the character Blue wants to pick. Bossman sitting on that Zarya. There are no changes from the end of last game's comp for ASDF. However, we are seeing some changes here from C9 University. Explosion on the Zenyatta. Sunny on the Juno still. Juno still. Alpha 9 on the Diva. J Smooth still on the Hog. Lukun on the Baptiste. And Timeless on the Cassidy. Alright, we are seeing a cheeky flank here from Blue. He is not being treated well, though. He is going to get his ass handed to him. However, he is able to get out. Wyvernacane did push forward very far and got killed, unfortunately. Alright, that is a hook from J Smooth, unfortunately missing. Bossman. Oh, both tanks getting walled in by Mei, forcing out all of Defense Matrix here. Blue able to get some poke damage off, looking to almost die here, but he is saved by his teammates. We see Blue jump up top with Mei to try and push them out. Wyvernacane on the enemies trying to make some kills happen. It is just a contested fight. We see a hook come out from J Smooth, able to kill the enemies. Timeless here looking to get another kill. Window did come out from Plukun, but it only picked up one kill. It did force a little bit of a back away. Blue jumping in to try and help his teammate who was hooked in. I believe it was the Zarya. Bossman going backwards now. Blue getting hooked in by J Smooth yet again and going down. We see the Lucio beat come out from Snake Sandwich. Are we going to see a Wyvernacane ult come out here soon? I do not believe so. That is D.Va diving in. That is Alpha 9. Fantasy has thrown the Blizzard, able to take down Sweetheart with it. Unfortunately going down to Platoon. Alpha 9 getting his mech jaxed, unfortunately, not allowing for the remech. Bossman killing Platoon Blue, hitting the slice on Platoon, allowing for the damage to be done. Wyvernicane setting up for a flank Adventure ult. Alpha 9 has swapped off the D.Va onto the Junker Queen. Alright, that is ult coming out from J Smooth. And J Smooth does go down. There was an ult from Bossman, but Bossman got pulled in. Wyvernicane was able to take down Timeless, looking to do some extra damage here. Platoon almost going down to Wyvernicane. Unfortunately, Wyvernicane is going to get picked off here. Almost not, but forced to play here. Almost. Ooh, Wyvernicane gets hooked, and that is the end of the Venture in the backline. Blue jumping forward onto the enemies. Alpha 9 and Platoon just dealing a lot of damage to the enemies here with Timeless. That is a freeze from Fantasy, but Fantasy has no ice block to survive Timeless killing him. Alright, we see C9 University making a lot of progress here. We're looking for another hook from J Smooth, getting it on to Snake Sandwich. Blue Dragon Flood getting the downpour off, killing Alpha 9. Blue going down because he took a lot of shots from Timeless here. Sweetheart taking down Snake Sandwich. Timeless killing the Wyvernicane. Timeless taking down Fantasy. It is just Fanternal as Kiriko left on point. Unfortunately, first point has been taken. The game continues. Fantasy has swapped over to the Reaper now. We see a little bit more brawliness coming out. We see J Smooth's hook come out, unfortunately not hitting anyone. And Hazard has slashed at the enemies. We are running forward here. Fantasy looking to get a nice flank off here. Wyvernicane in the action, booping Alpha 9 back in. And we see Fantasy forced to Wraith out due to J Smooth, presumably. J Smooth looking to get a nasty hook onto Bossman, but Bossman does survive, landing on the boat! Oh my lord! Blue jumping over to help Bossman re-escape. Unfortunately, Bossman goes down and Blue is killed for it. Unfortunate. We see as Fanternal tries to survive with Fantasy, but both of them go down. Wyvernicane staying on the high ground, going underground so that they can escape. We see Alpha 9 looking at the enemies. This is a dig site coming out from Wyvernicane, almost going down. They land, and unfortunately their ult ends. We see the ult, a lot of ults coming out from Anti-Shadowbow Defense Force. They are trying to survive here. Blue jumping forward very aggressively, looking to use Downpour. Ooh, Fantasy follows up with a Reaper ult, and we see that Blue is able to finish off the enemies with Bossman. That is a very, very strong hold from ASDF here. Will C9 University be able to touch in time? Looks like they will. Explosives does have ult. Alpha 9 did run in very quickly on his own. We see ults coming out from Fanternal and Snake Sandwich. Fortunately, Blue does not have a wall up in time to stop Timeless. Timeless getting 3 kills. Oh my lord. J Smooth taking down Bossman. Plukun looking to deal with the Venture here. And that is a team kill onto ASDF from C9 University. Blue finally swapping over to the Ramatra. Oh my lord. Alright, Blue has died, unfortunately, to Plukun. Guy was very far forward. Fantasy is low, looking to not get picked off here. Timeless is shooting at the enemies. There is 1 minute left on the clock for the attack. Will the ASDF be able to stop this attack? Wyvernacane low, close to ult, or Wyvernacane has ult. Wondering if it will be popped here. Wyvernacane does indeed pop ult. That is explosives going down to Wyvernacane. Wyvernacane using the last of their ult to get Timeless down to half HP. This is a big Reaper ult with Bossman ult coming out as well. Graviton Surge killing along with Death Blossom. All we see now is that Blue is close to ult, as is Fanternal Snake about halfway through ult. But there are 3 ults on the side of C9 University. C9 could very easily be snowballing this here to stop them. J-Smooth pushing the enemies away first. Will we see Alpha 9's ult come out here soon? Alright, that is Annihilation coming out from Blue Dragon Flood. Alpha 9's ult coming out, but it gets cleansed immediately by Fanternal. Really good Suzu usage. Blue just on the enemies, punching them. Blue is now blocking on point because Annihilation does passive damage. And ASCF were able to protect the final point from C9 University. Now all they have to do is push all the way to the end on Rialto. A very strong showing from both teams. A very, very close game. ASCF being challenged here by another team finally. Alright, we see as... Alright, we see as Blue sticks the Ramatra. Bossman still on the Zarya. Fantasy has swapped over to the Freya with Wyvernacane on the Venture. Fanternal and Snake Sandwich on the Kiriko and Ana. Another double flex support backline here. For the side of C9 University, we have explosives on Lucio, Timeless on the Cass. Alpha 9 has swapped over to the Sigma, but I think the rest of the team has remained the same. The high ground is currently being held by Alpha 9. J-Smooth running very far forward, forced to kite out. Blue has pushed forward here. Alpha 9 dropping down to the ground. Fantasy is running forward on the Freya. The shield comes out from Alpha 9, blocking some much needed damage. Wyvernacane pushing Alpha 9 around, but Blue going down. There are trades of tanks here. Is just J-Smooth and Bossman left alive. We see as J-Smooth Pigpen goes down thanks to Wyvernacane. Fantasy trying to get some shots off here. Look as Timeless is crouching around, trying to avoid being shot, looking to mark the Venture, who is in already. Blue in the Nemesis form, looking to push forward here. Alpha 9 had swapped from the Sigma over to the Orisa, trying to just pressure the enemies here. And we see as Bossman deals a shit ton of damage to him. Fantasy going down, Blue going down as well. We see as the ASDF is struggling to push first point here. Wyvernacane on the Lucio here, just contesting him. Almost getting Lucio, but Wyvernacane unfortunately going down in the end. There is the team regrouping, ASDF almost having all 6 ults here. Alright, Alpha 9 is getting hurt. That is a big bullet shot from... Ooh, 2 kills from Timeless, both supports down. Annihilation and bullet shot unfortunately wasted here. Blue going down as well. Wyvernacane going down last. It is just Fantasy who has made it to the spawn room. Alright, the full team is regrouping here. Blue still on the Ramadra. I surely would have thought he would have swapped here to something stupid. Snake unfortunately getting his ass beamed down by Alpha 9. Blue chasing Alpha 9, who is using the Terra Surge here now. Fanternal going down, Wyvernacane going down. But we see as Bossman is looking to keep the fight going. There was a Nano Boost onto Blue Dragonflet, who was able to take down Sunny. Blue getting pushed forward, forced to use Nemesis form. And Blue goes down because there is a wall. Bossman using max charge to try and push out the enemies. Fanternal getting very low, using the Kitsune Rush, trying to live here. Surviving, actually. Snake Sandwich uses the ult here, or the anti here, and that is actually a fight win from ASDF. A very good anti leading to said fight win. And first point has been captured. 2.5 minutes on the clock for ASDF to get through second point to get to the next checkpoint. Bossman is poking here, trying to avoid getting hooked off. Blue also pushing very aggressively to also avoid getting hooked off. That is a missed hook from J Smooth. And we see as Snake is sitting on the high ground, just shooting the high ground here. Wyvernacane going forward, trying to contest the high ground, getting real low here. Wyvernacane going underground, again using the pummel to just live here. As Blue contests the high ground. Wyvernacane dropping back down. Alpha 9 going down. Bossman using a big 5-person grab, and that is a team kill from ASDF on to C9 University. I do not fucking believe it. Oh my god, 2 team kills on the same point for both attacking teams. ASDF showing up, trying to show C9 University that they are not pushovers, capturing second point in 1 minute's time. It is 2 minutes 45 seconds left for ASDF. Wyvernacane is pushing forward, killing the Platoon. Blue unfortunately going down, Wyvernacane also going down. Bossman has the Nano Boost on him, but unfortunately also going to go down. Or Fantasy is the one going to go down. Bossman has backed up just a bit. Snake Sandwich also backed up just enough. Bossman looking to get a little bit of cheeky peeks in here. Alright. We see as the ASDF are pushing forward, Wyvernicane going down to J Smooth, Blue going down to Platoon, as is Snake. This was a really good window here. And we see as Fantasy is going to be pushed away here. Fanternal and Bossman both going down. Fantasy going down to Timeless. There is 1.5 minutes left for ASDF to make some magic happen. Alright, Wyvernicane is looking at the J Smooth here, pushing the piggy back. Blue looking at Alpha 9 here. He has grabbed Vengeful Vortex to do some extra damage to the enemies when they are stacked together. Bossman has the Graviton Surge. Castiold has come out. Blue going down because he did not grab. But that is, I think, a 6-person grab there from Bossman. Wyvernicane getting really low, unfortunately. But the numbers are evened up. Blue, Wyvernicane having taken down Alpha 9, or not Alpha 9, but Sweetheart. It is just the tanks left on point for C9 University. Blue, Fantasy and Wyvernicane able to take down both of the supports together. The rest of ASDF have made it back to point. We're going to see Annihilation come out here soon from Blue Dragonflood, looking to chase down Platoon to make sure that he's not able to use his window with efficiency. And ASDF have taken it. It was a 2-0, and C9 University declined to play a third game. That is all she wrote. ASDF have taken another set. Thank you all. Have a great night.